Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife was very upset, said to elders, eat this kola. I am your Oni, I am your Oba, I will mean you no harm, everyone knows. Take this kola, eat it, eat it. If you know what you are saying is true, pick this kola and eat it. Eat it and buy, because you know that you're corrupt, you're greedy, you just want to keep Queen Naomi out of my life forever because you know what she is preventing. That is why you're doing this, and I know, and that is why I will continue to fight for my wife. Daylight, what is happening inside the palace of the Ooni of Ife right now has taken a dramatic spiritual turn. The final full moon ritual for Queen Naomi is fast approaching, and just when it seemed like everything was lining up perfectly, a powerful group of elders rose to challenge the authenticity of the sacred staff she is carrying, which I've told you, that sacred staff that they are supposed to use to do the final full moon ritual. And that is not to say all the items are complete. One item is still there that they are looking for, but these people want to cause confusion, okay? They claim the staff, Upper Orimayan, is not the original one required to complete the ritual. According to them, it may have been swapped or forged in a sacred attempt to favor Queen Naomi. These accusations have caused unrest in the palace, not because they are true, but because they are coming from elders with influence, elders who have quietly resisted Queen Naomi's return since this journey began. For them, this was the final card to play. If they could convince the palace that the staff was fake, they could stop the ritual. They could block her spiritual elevation. They could keep her outside the royal order permanently. But the Ooni of Ife decided to confront this plot head-on in a private meeting that included the most senior palace elders and royal priests. The Ooni took a bold step that left the entire room in silence. He brought out a kola, not no ordinary one, but a sacred kola said to have been hidden beneath the ancient sword of Oduduwa, okay? Only to be used when the throne itself is being accused of breaking spiritual order. They only placed the kola nut in the center of the gathering and addressed the elders directly. He said, if any of you truly believe the staff in Queen Naomi's, the staff that is supposed to be used for Queen Naomi's ritual is fake. If you believe this, you know, from your heart, and you are ready to stand by your word, then come forward. Take this kola, chew it, and speak your truth. If your claim is honest, the ancestors will protect you. But if you lie, if you are attacking the throne with deceit, then the same ancestors will judge you. Now, why did they only do this? Because some of them started begging again that they were not going to be a part of the ritual to, verify the purity of the staff. Kabiyesi said, okay, if you're not going to be a part of the ritual to verify the purity of the staff, take this kola and eat. If not, you must do that. At that moment, silence filled the room. Not one elder moved. These same men who had raised their voices with such confidence moment earlier, we are now looking at the floor. One said he had not eaten and could not chew the sacred kola on an empty stomach. Another said he needed to first consult with his family shrine before he could make such a bold move. A few others simply walked out. Not a single elder touched the kola nut. That was the moment everything became clear. These accusations were not rooted in spiritual truth. They were driven by fear, envy, and a desire to block Queen Naomi's divine return. Okay, some of the elders had hoped that by shouting, the loudest, they could force the palace to delay or cancel the ritual. But when the time came to prove their claim before the ancestors, they ran away. It didn't end there. After the meeting, some of the same elders began visiting the inner, palace privately. They asked for quiet conversation with the royal priest. They pleaded for forgiveness. That is those two. They admitted that they didn't have any real proof about the staff. They had only followed orders. They said they were caught up in the tension and didn't want to be seen as weak. So they joined in. But now they were afraid that if Queen Naomi completes the final ritual and the staff is truly accepted appointed by the gods, their action might bring disgrace or, spiritual punishment. These were the ones who followed blindly, but were also others, the ones who never said anything, the quiet elders, the fence sitters. They didn't accuse Queen Naomi, but they also didn't defend her. They simply stood back, watching, waiting to see which side would win. Those elders are not begging, they are not confessing, they are simply hoping that when the dust settles, no one remembers their silence, okay? With all this drama that is going on, they say Queen Naomi, on the other hand, has remained calm. She has not made any public statement, but those close to her say she is peaceful and focused. She believes in the process. She knows the staff in her, the staff they have brought for her reinstatement is divine, as in it is real. She believes that if the ancestor truly support her, nothing any elder say can stop what has already been ordained. And the Ooni of Ife, his actions have sent a clear message to everyone. He is not afraid to defend what is right by daring the elders to chew the sacred Kola if they believe their own word. He has put the weight of truth back where it belongs, on their conscience. He did not argue. He did not punish. He simply told them to prove their word before the gods, and when none of them could do it, the palace understood the truth. This entire event shows us something very important. Queen Naomi's return is not just about love. It's not just about marriage. It's a spiritual restoration. Her path is being opposed by forces who feel threatened, not because she is wrong, but because she carries a light that exposes secret that has been hidden for years. Her presence represents balance, purity, and ancestral strength. Now, with the final full moon ritual only days away and no one is able to challenge the staff, through sacred means, it is clear that the path is open. Those who tried to delay her have lost their ground. Those who tried to stir doubt are now afraid of their own word. And remember, the Ooni of Ife is still saying, come and prove it. There is a ritual that they are supposed to do, the purification ritual for those staff. And two of the elders have decided to run away. They are not going to be a part of that ritual again. They are afraid because they know that they have followed others blindly. Their families are not even willing to let them do that because they will be banished out of the land for something that they ought not to have done. And so right now they say there is so much confusion already in the palace, but Kabiyesi is still insisting that the purification ritual for the upper Orimiyan must go on. And there is so much tension. Elders are afraid, people are afraid, families are afraid, and they are begging Kabiyesi to let it go and let it go. And Kabiyesi said he himself has been accused falsely. His wife Queen Naomi has been accused falsely, that there is no way he is going to let it go. That is what is going on in the palace right about now. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.